Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where we are here back in the back room after defeating Zoraal Ja and Sphene declaring she will be a tyrant who will destroy entire worlds to feed her people the energy they need to live in perpetuity. She's clinging to her pyramid scheme of memory maintenance. Anyway, Wuklamat, what's up? We were here to rest, I think. I'm really sorry, but we're not sure what happened to Kashyyyk. The others are trying to learn what they can. Oh, Kashyyyk, we'd known that such a day would come, but I wish we could have at least said goodbye. You knew then, that she was already gone. We did. We all did. Kashyyyk forbade us from saying anything. She wanted to tell you herself when the time was right. I expect she was torn over how to reveal the truth to Erenville. I see. I don't think anyone can blame her for keeping quiet. But tell me, how are the people faring? Have they forgotten Zoraal Ja already? Now they still remember him. We wonder if this might be the result of a gate at the summit being closed. Most are unaware of developments. They'll be relieved to hear that the king has been defeated, but at the same time, they're like to panic if they learn that the queen has disappeared. Right now, Geode is making contact with various government bodies, but it would probably be best to keep it all under wraps for a time. Agreed. Once we've resolved matters, I'll explain everything to the people. I'll consider it my duty. As to Zoraal Ja's mechanical army, what's become of them now that he's gone? Ah, yes, about that. Don't want him to hear? At the time we suspect that Zoraal Ja passed, the king's authority appears to have been transferred to Zoraal Ja. You mean to say Zoraal Ja is the new king? While coronation is required to make it official, for the moment the system recognizes him as his father's successor. But I don't want this. I don't want to be king. It's not a decision you have to make right away, but given that the authority comes with command of the army, you can't give it up lightly either. We can think of it together later, but for now I want you to hold on to it. To what your father has left you. If you say so. Are you alright, Lamaki? Huh? What's this? Why can't I... Everything catching up with you? Despite everything that's happened, all the terrible things my brother did, I still don't know how to feel toward him. What's wrong with me? Perfectly normal. You think so? I take your word for it. For now, we have things under control. Why not return to Tuliyola and rest up while the others handle the investigation? You know, I think I'll do that. It'll be good to see how things are at home and catch up with Connor. Hey, why don't the two of you come too? But won't everyone hate me? Of course not. They might be a little unsure at first, but I'll set them straight. Besides, I want to introduce you to Connor as new family. Really? Really. That is, if you're fine with it. I am! Then let's be off. We'll head directly to the palace to see Connor. Bye.
You are returned! Wait there! I'm coming down!
Not taking the Vukla mud way of jumping?
Where's Lamachi? What happened inside the dome?
Relax, she's fine.
So my brother is gone. Yet the danger remains. And you must soon sally forth unto an unknown reality.
Hey, Connor!
Lamachi, is this boy, perhaps?
This is Zoraal Ja's son, Zoraal Ja.
I see. Time did flow differently inside the dome. If he is our brother's child, then... Zoraal Ja, was it? My name is Kona, and I am Lamachi's brother.
You're her brother?
You'll find none more dependable than Kona. He's family, and he'll take good care of you.
A pleasure to meet you, Zoraal Ja.
A pleasure to meet you too, Uncle Kona.
Well, I suppose I am your uncle.
But it will take a bit getting used to, huh?
But simply Kona will do.
You're all confused, and little wonder. Rest assured, all will be explained in due course. But for now, I want to make one thing clear. Zoraal Ja is his own person, He had no part in his father's crimes. If you have anger towards Zoraal Ja you need to express, Kona and I will gladly hear you. But you will treat Zoraal as you would any child, with kindness.
As we should. The boy's done no wrong.
Yes, the vow of resolve speaks true.
So, will you tell me what happened? Grahatia has given me a summary, but I would hear your detailed account.
Can we walk while we chat? I want to see how things are in the city.
In that case, let us make our way to Bright Plume Post. Our soldiers remain on high alert, but if the threat of invasion has passed, I will bid them take a well-earned rest.
Just take care not to overburden the child. He has shorter legs than you. I am my own person. I am. Even though I knew all was well, I'm still comforted to see Lamati with my own eyes. It was indeed Zoraal Ja's realm inside the dome. A realm he ruled jointly with Sphene. He is the king of resolve, she is the queen of reason. Just like you and me. The people live very different lives compared to ours, but like us, they live them to the fullest. And Sphene is a big part of that. She's a considerate and approachable ruler who treats everyone as family. You and her must have gotten along well. We did, but out of love for her people she's chosen the wrong path. They're good folk, the Alexandrians. They welcomed us into their homes and treated us with kindness and respect. But Zoraal just slaughtered them. Slaughtered those he was meant to protect for his own ends. By the gods, tell me how this came to pass. Father, but a king should harm his own people. When his attack on Loyola failed, Zoraal Ja sought to gain more power, so he ordered his people executed and harvested their souls. What drove him to commit such an atrocity? He claimed he wanted to bring the entire world into his dominion. That was just a means to achieve his true desire. My grandfather, he was a great person, right? Maybe my father wanted to prove he was his own person, that he wasn't just a great person's son. I dare say you're right. As the resilient son, our father's true-born heir, he bore the weight of expectation. That weight was clearly greater than any of us had imagined. That's probably why he was who he was, and why he didn't want me. Damn it all, if only we had tried harder to reach out to him. Let's keep moving. What my father did was wrong. He had to be stopped, but I'm glad I could learn a little about the person he was. Growing up, I envied my brother, but that envy may have added to his burdens. Zoraal Ja had become unimaginably powerful. It was only with Desiree's help that we managed to defeat him. And now I have a responsibility to the people of Alexandria. And above all, to Zoraal Ja. Huh? I promised, didn't I? I wanted us to become family, and it isn't only out of obligation. Since I've gotten to know you, I've come to really like you. You might not be my nephew by blood, but we're family to the end. We'll always be there to help each other. Isn't that right? Right. You too, Desiree. After everything we've been through, we're already as good as family. What? What do you mean, what? The more family you have, the merrier, don't you think? Come on, let's head to the barracks. I'd like to be family with you too, Desiree. Like Papa did by taking us in, I want to make my family bigger. You wouldn't mind some extra family too, right, Desiree? I'm glad I could hear what happened in the dome. But I'm sorry you had to bear such a heavy burden, Lamatier. Don't be. As vow of resolve, it was something I had to do. Besides, it was your ingenious strategy that kept Tulliola safe. Asking you to rule with me was definitely one of my better ideas. It was because we all fought as one that we could repel the invaders, when only with the aid of Vitra and his kin. Thanks to Alphino and Destiny interceding for us, we were able to swiftly forge an alliance with Razatan. And when the dragons appeared in our skies, I felt that this was it, the Tulliola you had envisioned. We owe our new allies a great debt, and I hope we can repay them one day. Indeed. Once after the matters, we should go and thank them in person. Desiree has told me as much, but you still have work to do, yes? Yes, I need to find Sphene. She harmed our people, so that her own might live. But as I was raging at her deeds, I realized something. Just because Tulliola is safe, doesn't mean I can ignore what becomes of Alexandria. That's the kind of thinking that led to conflict in the old days. I want to help the Alexandrian people live in peace and happiness. And the only way to do that is to stop Sphene from walking her path. Very well, Lamatier. Just promise me you will take care. I promise, Connor. It's nice to be home, even if only for a while. Thanks for coming with me, Desiree. I wish there was something I could do to help. While I'd anticipated this, I still can't help but worry. I'm sorry that I have to go away again so soon. But even setting Sphene aside, some of our people may be among the Endless. I just can't sit around and leave everything to the others. Understand, I have matters here well in hand, so do what you must. Desiree, for all you've done for us, for our nation and our family, I fear I can never express sufficient gratitude, but thank you from the bottom of my heart. I understand Zoraal Ja spared no souls for reviving himself in battle. His pride wouldn't permit him to do otherwise, I expect. Well, it was good to catch Corona up. Now we talk to the... Yes? Who might this be from? Hello? That's right, there's Reese with me. Is that so? In that case, let's meet at Sunperch. See you soon. Ihr Stoller is headed back. I dare to hope she found a way to pursue Sphene. If you all wanted to go on ahead to Sunperch, I'll pay our soldiers a quick call. Everyone is back. Apologies for the wait. You're all here. Then that means... we believe we found a way to travel to the reflection to where Sphene was retreated. I was busy providing aid in Solution 9, so I haven't heard the details myself. Could you start from the beginning, Ishtola? Per Sphene's own words, the gate atop Everkeep was opened and closed by the power of interdimensional fusion. And it was the artifact known as the key that allowed her to control it. According to Kettenram, the key was brought with me to the source 20 years ago. It was then kept here in the palace until its theft by Zoraal Ja, who used it in Yaselani to fuse a portion of our world with its reflection. Following Zoraal Ja's demise, Sphene claimed the key and disappeared through the gate. But where exactly did that gate lead? And seeking the answer, we took another look at Organics and made a startling discovery. As you all know, there should have been one more level at the summit of Everkeep. The 12th level. The King of Resolve's royal abode. Right, but when you actually went there, you saw that it didn't exist. Curious, we analyzed Organics' logs to see where the memories of the departed were being sent, and where should it be but through the gate to the missing 12th level. That level alone must have lain outside the fused region, and so was left behind. Then that means... I don't know if you'd be so kind, tell me. Reflection to which Sphene has fled is her own. Indeed. 'Tis Sphene's homeworld, and she has returned there to join the memories of her departed citizens. But as the key lies with her on the other side, we haven't the means to reopen the gate. Forgive me, but I thought we already knew she had gone home, or at least it seemed obvious to me. What I want to know is, how do we pursue Sphene if the gate here is closed? We use another gate, and it just so happens we know where one is. The Skydeep's a note! Aye. All evidence suggests that the gate there leads to the world whence the Alexandrians and I came. But assuming that's true, how could we open it? That is what we shall find out, using the code in this earring. As you recall, Kryle's earring is in fact a data storage device. Yes, you said that. Analysis of it yielded a code, something used to control a contraption, a very large one at that. Given the circumstance of Kryle's arrival in the source, we believe that contraption is a gate to the Golden City. This is admittedly an educated guess, but we are quite hopeful that it will work. To make such progress in so short time, you really are amazing. We couldn't have done it alone. The credit must go to the members of Oblivion for acquiring the information we needed. Shale especially. Right then, it seems the plan is set. To the sky deeps a note. Aren't we going yet? I've told the officers of the Lance Guard about my intention. They fully support our endeavor. Begging your pardon, Desiree, but might I have a moment as heading forth? Oh, you already going to give her the thing? Yes, I had thought to save it for later, but in light of these developments, I feel now is the time. What do you mean? As Lamati says, I have something for you. Please come with me to Bayside Bevy. Alright. Ah, these old shops? So different from Solution 9. I hope you like it. Tuliola is safe in no small part due to your valor. As a token of our appreciation, I have commissioned special equipment for you. While it is inadequate as an expression of gratitude, I pray it will serve you well in your coming mission. It apparently incorporates foreign technology. Leave it to Kona to request such a thing, eh? Mevasund yonder has the equipment in his keeping. Just have a word and he will bring it out. You may now obtain job-specific gear from Mevasund. The weapons and gear obtained can be equipped at level 99, however, all item sets will be subject to item level sync. Upon reaching level 100 with a corresponding job, these items will no longer be synced. Furthermore, the gear can be dyed upon completion of a role quest associated with that job. These arms and armor are the work of our finest artisans. I can vouch for their quality and functionality both. I bet it will look good on you. Physical DPS. I mean, it works. Not my personal style, but it works. Through the gate of gold. With your shiny new gear, I reckon you're ready for anything. Come, let's head to the Sky Deeps Note. Access to the area is presently restricted per my order, so I shall accompany you. Right. I just had to test if you could fish here, but technically this is water, even if this is, yeah, filled with water is in there, right? This place is a little scary. I don't know if I could come here alone. The City of Gold, where it all began. It feels like a lifetime ago that we were last here. And here we are again. Kona has already gone inside, but I couldn't help but take a moment. Just being here takes me back. And it wasn't even that long that we visited for the ride. So much has happened since then. Truly, guided by my grandfather's letter, I crossed the seas in search of answers. What awaits us on the road ahead, I know not, but I shall walk it to the end with you all. Come on, let's go.
Electrope everywhere one turns, harboring vast amounts of lightning. This place is very much alive. Kryl, try holding your earring to the terminal.
No luck. Don't give up yet. The terminal reads the code. It might just need higher clearance. Zoraal, would you give it a try?
Me?
If the King's authority is passed to you, then the gate ought to open.
But I leave behind that which I've gained by the sweat of my brow. It is yours to embrace or spurn.
What?
The earring. It really was.
Remarkable. A void gate is forced open with a blast of ether, and thus appears as a tear in the fabric of reality. In contrast, this is the stitchwork of a master. Neatly hemmed, without a thread out of place. A power to be reckoned with. But now isn't the time to marvel. If Zoraal Ja can open the gate, then so too can Sphene close it. 'Twould be wise to employ magics in its defense, both to maintain its stability and ward off interference. While I am able to invoke said magics, I cannot sustain them alone. I require another to channel with me, and in unison.
For that role, I do humbly volunteer myself. But even our combined efforts offer no certainty of success. Might we prevail upon the two of you to lend your support?
Okay, so are wir not alle stay behind?
Of course. If coordination between mages is required, few would be better suited than Alize and myself.
Shall I remain as well?
While your presence would be welcome, I'd rather you joined the expedition team.
Alice would so much love to go, but she knows she can't. That this is the right choice, and she hates it.
For despite our earnest efforts, the gate may well end up closed once more. In such a situation, it may fall to those on the other side to devise a method to reconnect our worlds. A task with which you are not unfamiliar, as I recall.
I have faith it will not come to that, but should it? I will endeavor not to disappoint.
So, assuming Wooklamart, Kryl, and Erenville are a given for this foray, I'll make myself useful here by guarding those who are maintaining the gate. Should any threats emerge, from the world beyond or otherwise, I'll deal with them.
As will I. Which leaves you free to head in there and do what you do best.
Sorry.
It's fine. Really. Mostly. Just don't let her bear the burden alone. Do you hear?
I'll keep everyone safe. Just concentrate on your own tasks. Once again, I must leave Lamartine in your care. Please return safely. I would dearly love to accompany you, but this time I will content myself with seeing you off. Where you go now, I pray you find hope. I look forward to hearing your account upon your return. To be completely honest, it's all I can do not to throw myself into that light. But I must resist the urge for my presence will be required here should the gate close. It wouldn't do to lose everyone, our champion not least of all. I've done all I can. If you should meet Kashuya, please tell her I said thank you. This power I've inherited, I use it for good. I will. 20 years ago, I emerged from that gate. Whether or not the answer is Siegler on the other side, I will see things through. I would be lying if I said I'm not nervous, but your presence gives me comfort and courage. I imagine your other travel companions often feel the same. We who shall remain want for neither expertise nor experience. Worry not on our account, and fix thy gaze upon the path ahead. En route here, I caught sight of a large lizard. It looked palatable enough, so I shall hunt it later. We can enjoy the meat while you regale me with tales of a world beyond after you've returned. You mean the one from the movie? Trailer? I'm needed here, I accept that. I'm not a child anymore. I spend no effort doing my part, so you do yours too. Together we'll protect what we hold dear. There's no telling what dangers we'll face, I know, but if my mother is out there, I need to find her and give her a piece of my mind. If Sphene is intent on plundering ever from other worlds, then our task is clear. We must stop her. She cannot be allowed to harm anyone else, neither those who are dear to us nor strangers we have never met.
It is done. Whenever you're ready.
We'll protect the portal. Keep it open no matter what.
beyond lies an unknown reflection. Short of asking an Ascian, we unfortunately have no way of identifying which one it is.
Well, what we do know is that it's Sphene's domain. A place where she brings back those who've been lost. So for now, why don't we call it the Unlost World? Right. Let's go.
How to describe the sheer amazement we felt when we emerged on the other side of the portal? I fear words do not do it justice. Before us was a vibrant world where the memories of the departed abided and reveled in bygone days. Living memory, or so the Endless called it. How they laughed and smiled as they reminisced upon unfulfilled dreams, alive in all perceivable ways, yet knowing no loss. So resplendent was every ilm of this paradise. The words rose unbidden to my lips. All this time, it was here, the city of gold.
Unlost World, living memory. Neither void nor forced, we indeed come to an unknown reflection. This is my world, my home. The City of Gold is an apt description indeed. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. We literally stepped into the Yokio legend. Whichever reflection this may be, would seem the barrier between here and the source is thin in Yaktel. That would explain the Yokio's vision and the location of the gate. Hey Erenville, the volcano over there, you don't suppose it's real, right? An actual volcano spewing forth lava in the middle of a city? I'd like to see that. Hey, you never know. Look, there's a path down. Let's see where it goes. Can use mounts here. But we still can't fly. Looks like a relatively large map. I see electrobe is used here too. There's no mistaking the design of this Aetheryte. The people here, could they be... It's strange, though I've never been to this place before, it somehow makes me feel nostalgic. Unlike Everkeep with all its advanced technology, here it's brick and stone, it's like we've traveled to the past. The difference may be more superficial than you think. Take a good look at the buildings around us. There's a laptop everywhere, along with myriad contraptions. Like how Sphene projects her image onto soldiers, I believe the city's appearance is artificial. The effort is identical to the one in Everkeep, is it not? This suggests that this place is Alexandrian. It would seem a fair assumption. In light of all this, could it be this city is Everkeep's missing 12th level? Welcome, friends. Welcome. Who are you? My name is Constancy, and like you, I'm an Endless. We have been recreated from the memories of those who have exhausted their souls. The departed, in other words. Great effort is taken to ensure the integrity of your memory, so it will feel no different from when you were flesh and blood. Let's go along with it for now. I'm a caretaker here at Living Memory, City of the Endless, and it's my pleasure to provide guidance to newcomers such as your good selves. City of the Endless. At a glance, there seems to be many different facilities. What kind of place is this? Simply put, it's a recreational attraction. The city is divided into 4 areas, each of which captures scenery that once defined our continent. In this way, we ensure that what was lost is not forgotten, but all precious memories endure forevermore. In Everkeep's early days, this place was used by the living, but was made a haven for the Endless hundreds of years later. Now then, if you would please follow me, I should give you a guided tour. Do take care, as wildlife brought here for preservation roams freely. Hold on a moment. While a tour would be interesting, it's Sphene if you come to see. Oh, so you wish to meet the Queen? In that case, you're in luck. How so? It's just announced that Her Majesty will enter into a slumber, but there's still time. If you try calling to her before the Meso Terminal, at the center of the city, she will likely appear. I'm not sure how things work around here, but let's head to this Meso Terminal. Oh, thanks, Constancy. We'll take you up on your tour next time. I shall look forward to it. Good luck seeking out Her Majesty. Like the chamber in the Sky Deep's node, the electrope here produces a strong golden light. A difference in energy levels, perhaps? I wonder, can the Endless venture elsewhere, or can they only survive here? The plans are real as far as I can tell. Not everything is an illusion.
Sphene? Are you there? If you are, say something. We need to talk. Sphene.
That you should come here.
I haven't known you long, Sphene, but I know you have a good heart. Your love for your people is proof of this. I can't let you do what you're trying to do. And deep down, I don't think you want to do it either.
I want a world without suffering. A world where nothing is lost. Would that such a place existed.
But as we learned from Meteon, it does not. And it cannot.
But the endless only grow in number, and ever more life force is needed to sustain them. Within the barrier, we have managed to curb the cycle of rebirth these few hundred years. But we've reached the limit. That is why I looked to interdimensional fusion, to harvest what we needed from your world. From your people. And with the key, we will have it.
And once you've plundered our world of ether, what then? Will you do the same to others? All men eventually die. If you make endless of everyone, you will never have enough ether to sustain them. You but prolong the inevitable.
Sphene, if you would nevertheless persist in this folly, we must stand against you. For we too have people we cannot lose, places to which our hearts belong.
Lamachi, I would have loved nothing more than to work hand in hand with you to tend our nations. But fate is cruel. By the time it had brought us together, our futures had already been written. The kind and gentle Queen Sphene was too weak to serve her people, and so she will serve them no more. I will erase all memories of the living Sphene, she who has cursed me with this soft and powerless nature. Freed from conscience, I shall become a ruler that can protect Alexandria. A devourer of worlds. When two nations cannot protect their own without doing harm to the other, there can only be one resolution. It is a hard truth, but one you understand, don't you?
This evil is not inevitable. Find another way.
I'm afraid we're out of time. The process has begun, and it cannot be stopped.
Mesoterminal memory deletion in progress. Mesoterminal memory deletion in progress. Upon completion, interdimensional fusion will commence.
Sphene!
Well, I end this episode here because episode is long enough and all that. Continue this next time and see where it leads us. until then, I'm Mace, and don't get lost.